I swear these washcloths have lost all of their soft since we got them. So that's okay. I know a lot of people look at our situation and they're like, well, damn, nearly a year and a half in a motel. And yeah, that really weighed on my spirit heavily. But I had to reflect as to why that was. Because to me, what I've come to in these past couple weeks of really diving into just praying and trying to connect with God. And you know, you get to the point where it's like, all right, mentally, spiritually, this is all too much and I'm just going to go to God. And that's what I've been doing heavily these past few weeks. And the realization hit me that it's my own spiritual downfall that I have depression, that I'm dealing with what it comes down to, for lack of better words, is I lack faith. I lack faith and I lack patience, and it's something I need to work on within myself. Spiritual tools that have not been used for a while. And I like to think I'm a patient person, and I like to think that I have faith in God's plan. But getting depressed about my situation, falling into just feeling ungrateful and stuck, and all of these feelings comes from a lack of faith, comes from a lack of patience in God's next move for your life, period. That's where I'm at with that, is that I feel like up to this point, I've let so many, honestly, the devil, I'm not calling people the devil. I'm saying the devil's worked through you with your comments, with the way you've talked towards my family. And I let that get in my head. I let that become what was my thoughts, instead of staying in what I know of God, instead of staying in that positivity and that mindset of just, God will take care of this. God will provide, and he's going to provide 10 times more than what I'm even praying for, because he always does. And it's my job to not let that faith sway, to not let that patience sway, despite how long it takes, despite the enormous amount of people trying to shut me down from just trying to withhold that faith. For the longest time, I was just fighting, like trying to get everybody to like me, like to change their opinions of this. Oh, she's horrible this and she's horrible that, and like.
So we went from washcloths to I lack faith being the reason for everything. Girl, please, you've been in a motel for a year and a half, and the takeaway is faith is the issue, not decisions, not actions. Be serious. And then anyone speaking on it is the devil working through people. Oh, okay, so now nobody can question you at all. And then, I don't want praise, but I want people to see me as a great mom. Yeah, that's literally wanting praise, babe. The whole thing just sounds like you're dressing everything up spiritually, so you don't have to actually address what's really going on, because God will provide. It's cute, but what are you doing? You've been in that motel room now, and you're not even working or trying to do anything to get out of there. It's like you want to stay in there and keep the kids there full time. And you can't be blaming faith. It's you that needs to get off your ass and go and get up and do something. Not wait for people to come and do something for you, or even God, because it's not going to happen. So is this faith or just excuses?
It was just weighing on me, because I'm like, well, I'm not these things, which I know, and I shouldn't have let it weigh on me like that. But what's the opposite? Do I want people to be like, oh, she's such a great mom? She's just... On the other aspect of it, I feel like if I was receiving nothing but positive comments and nothing but praise, I've become someone who's slightly idolized, and I don't want that either. That's not of God either. God is the only one who deserves all the praise. And even when I do come through on the other side and my life starts reflecting the person that I am on the outside to the viewers, I still don't want all that attention. I want you to look at me and say, Jesus is working through you. You're where you're at because you relied on Jesus, because you put your faith in Jesus and he took you places. And that's how I want people to see me, because I want you to understand that that's what your faith is capable of when you actually believe it. When you faith, even if it's faith as small as a fucking mustard seed. I gotta stop cussing. Seriously, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like the cheesy Christian, but like, Jesus is amazing, and people just don't tap into it enough. Y'all don't tap into your potential with Jesus enough. I'm just saying.